Okay, what's up, everyone? Gamer Dad back here. We're going to talk a little bit about WWE 2K18. We've got some new features that have been revealed recently. And for anyone who's wondering why I'm talking about a wrestling game, I used to watch wrestling back in the late 90s and early 2000s until I kind of got tired of it. And I played a lot of wrestling games back then, and I actually continued to play the wrestling games even after I stopped watching it. And so you can probably imagine that most of the roster I am not familiar with except for the legends. But I'm not one of those people that, want to have only legends in the game. I like to have a good mix of new guys and old guys because it makes universe mode a little bit more interesting. So let's get into it with the new features here. So apparently they've put more emphasis on the My Player aspect of the game, giving you fighting style options that most likely will determine what style of wrestler you have, such as a high flyer, brawler, etc. And this will also be the character you use for My Career mode. And speaking of which, Career mode is now designed with a free roaming backstage, similar to some of the old SmackDown games, or so we can assume right now. The backstage area in the game has been expanded to 3 times the size of the one in 2K17, so that should make this mode a little bit more interesting. It's also been said that the career mode will have more of a narrative focus so that you aren't facing the same people over and over again, because that was a big problem in 2K17. It just got boring too quickly. Also, there's a new online mode called Road to Glory, where you will apparently be able to use your My Player and compete against your friends online. My hope for this is that it's some form of an online federation where you can include your friends and compete for championships. I don't normally play online, but this would sound pretty fun to me. Okay, on to Universe Mode. Universe Mode is the mode that I've been most interested in since it came out back in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. So it's apparently been reworked so that the stories develop more organically. They no longer require the so-called 4-and-1 system where the stories or the rivalries play out according to 4 weeks of major shows and then a single pay-per-view. Now the rivalries are sparked at any time based on superstar interactions. And what exactly this means, I don't know, because we don't know how these interactions will take place. Except for the first couple of iterations, cutscenes in Universe Mode have only occurred in matches that involved an existing rivalry. And then besides that, the superstars never really interacted outside of a match except last year in the promos. So we'll have to see if 2K reveals any more specific details on how this works in the future. But one good thing for Universe Mode is a reworked promo engine. And Pulse specifically said that he was told the promo engine was redone and that 2K knew it wasn't that good. That's all we know about it for now. I don't know if the promo engine was mentioned in 2K's official information reveal yesterday. I think it was yesterday. But Pulse did mention this in his video, and Dankoff's might have mentioned it as well. I'm not sure. I haven't seen his yet. I've only seen the Pulse videos, and I'm basically just sort of reiterating what they have said, but I'm putting it all into one video. So if you just want to watch one video to get all of this, this would be the one that covers it pretty quickly. Yes, Match Creator is back by popular demand, and this time we can create a match type and save it so that it will appear in the menus. Now, knowing how oversights tend to happen in these games, I would hope that our saved matches can be used in both Exhibition and Universe Mode. I wouldn't want that to be overlooked, but sometimes that happens, and hopefully we won't have to go through that this time. Let's see. New graphics engine has been the graphics engine has been updated, or in fact, it's brand new according to 2K. It uses better textures and, more importantly, better lighting. Lighting is actually one of the most important things in sports games like this when you're in an arena. And Pulse mentioned that they took a 2K17 model and imported it into the newer engine, and it made a big difference already. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of the screenshots of it when they come out with that. We got new three-man commentary with Cole, Graves, and Saxton, and by far, commentary has been the absolute worst thing about this series up till now. Since they had to ditch Jerry Lawler, I would say that they had to record pretty much all new lines, and it's been said that they went ahead and used the NBA programming for the commentary. So here's hoping we don't have to shut it off this year. So we have new Royal Rumble mechanics, which is good because that match type has needed some improvements for quite some time. We don't really know too many specific things. I know there's been some new elimination animations added, and probably most of the mechanics are related to finishers, like match specific finishers, and also elimination animations. And right now, though, we have no word on whether or not we can use that match type in any arena. I know we could do that back on, I think maybe it was 2K14 or 2K16. I can't remember exactly, but I know there was a game where we could do it recently. And then last year in 2K17, we couldn't do it. So anyway, here's hoping. And then to make the Royal Rumble better, we also have the ability to have 8-man matches, which includes the Royal Rumble match, tag matches, ladder matches, etc. Now, while this is something people have been asking for a long time, I'm a little worried about how the AI is going to work out. As it is, 6-person matches tend to get a little ridiculous, and 8 could make it even worse. There's also frame rates to consider, since we were already getting some slowdown with 6 people. So hopefully 2K was able to optimize the game for this. And so that's all of the relevant information we have on it right now. Most of this we learned about on Wednesday from at least Pulse and Dinkops and maybe some other people. If you want to check out their videos, go right ahead. I don't want to act like I got this information just out of the blue from a dev myself. I'm just sort of repeating what they said in one video. I want to mention that this has been the earliest that I think we've ever gotten information about a WWE game in many years, even back to the THQ days, where we would get info on a game maybe late July at the earliest. And now this is early July, and we've gotten information about almost every mode of the game. And so I don't know why that is, but it's something to think about. And even so, the new community guy on the 2K website came out and addressed a few things, specifically the fact that there aren't going to be intergender matches in this game. But he said there was going to be more news about the game coming soon, which I'm very surprised about this. I'm wondering if we're going to know more about the game modes than we are the roster by the time the roster gets revealed, probably around SummerSlam. So anyway, that's all we have on this for now. We'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.